Rahim. Hello there, my name is Maan. Welcome to the world of AutoCAD. In this tutorial you will be learning the basics of AutoCAD 2016. Today I will show you how to use the Fillet Command, the Chamfer Command, and the Blend Command. The Fillet Command. The Fillet Command is very useful tool which allows you to draw an arc between two intersecting lines or adjacent polyline segments. For example, click on Fillet Command, enter radius from the command line, or you can type R, specify fillet radius. For example, I'm going to type 14 units. Select first object, I'm going to select this line. Select second object, I'm going to select this line. We created a radius fillet. Another example, click on Fillet Command, enter radius, or you can type R, press enter, specify fillet radius. For example, 15 units. Select this line and select this line. We created a radius fillet. Another example, when the fillet is set to 0, you can use the Fillet Command to join two lines. For example, click on Fillet Command, enter radius 0 units, select this line and select this line. Another example, click on Fillet Command, enter radius, for example 16 units, select this line and select this arc. We created a radius fillet. Another example, click on Fillet Command, enter radius, for example 2 units, select this line and select this line, or you can select this line, or you can select this line. Polyline option. Polylines are objects that can be made up of many different widths and shapes. Fillets can be drawn of all corners of a closed polyline by selecting the polyline option. For example, click on Fillet Command, in this case polyline with close option, enter polyline from the command line. I'm going to select, for example, 14 units for radius and select this polyline. We created a radius fillet. Another example without close option. Click on Fillet Command, enter polyline. I'm going to type 17 units for radius. If the polyline was drawn without using the close option, the beginning corner is not filleted. We created radius fillet. Trimmed mode. For example, click on Fillet Command, enter Trim from the command line, enter Trim Mode option, Trim, no trim. In this case, I'm going to enter Trim, select this line and select this line. These two lines are trimmed to meet the edge point of fillet. Another example, click on Fillet Command, enter Trim from the command line. In this case, I'm going to enter no trim. Select this line and select this line. These lines are not trimmed before the fillet is added. Parallel lines. You can also draw a fillet between parallel lines. The radius of a fillet between parallel lines is always half the distance between the lines. For example, click on Fillet Command, select this line and select this line. We create a radius fillet. The distance between this line and this line 12 units, and the radius is 6. Multiple fillets. To make several fillets on the same object, select the multiple option of the Fillet Command. For example, click on the Fillet Command, enter multiple option from the command line, select this line and select this line, select this line and select this line. Another example, select this line and this line. Another example, the chamfer command. Chamfer is an angled line that meets the end point of two straight. For example, click on Chamfer Command, select first line, or I'm going to select distance from the command line, specify first chamfer distance, for example 6 units, specify second chamfer distance 6 units. I'm going to select this line and this line. We created chamfer distance. Another example, click on Chamfer Command, enter distance, specify first chamfer distance, for example 5 units, specify second chamfer distance 5 units. I'm going to select this line and this line. We created chamfer distance. Another example, click on Chamfer Command, select first line, or I'm going to select angle. Specify chamfer length on the first line. For example, I'm going to type 7 units. Specify chamfer angle from the first line, for example 45 degrees. A 45 degrees chamfer is the same distance from the corner in each direction. Now I'm going to select this line and this line. We created chamfer angle and chamfer distance. Distance methods. When the chamfer distance are set to 0, you can use the chamfer command to join two lines. For example, click on Chamfer Command, enter distance from the command line. I'm going to type 0 units for the first chamfer distance and specify second chamfer distance. Also, I'm going to type 0 units. I'm going to select this line and this line. You can also create a zero distance chamfer without setting the distance to 0 by holding the Shift key. For example, click on Chamfer Command, select this line, and I'm going to hold the Shift key and then select the second line. Another example, click on Chamfer Command, enter distance from the command line, specify first chamfer distance. I'm going to type 12 units. Specify second chamfer distance. Also, I'm going to type 12 units. I'm going to select this line and this line. We created chamfer distance. Another example, click on Chamfer Command, enter distance from the command line, specify first chamfer distance 15 units, specify second chamfer distance 15 units. I'm going to select this line and this line. Another example, click on Chamfer Command, enter distance from the command line, specify first chamfer distance 10 units, specify second chamfer distance 20 units. I'm going to select this line and this line. chamfering the corners of a polyline. To chamfer all corners of a polyline, select the polyline option and then select the polyline. For example, click on Chamfer Command, enter polyline from the command line, enter distance, for example 8 units, specify second chamfer distance, for example 8 units. Now I'm going to select this polyline. If the polyline was drawn without using close option, the beginning corner is not chamfered. For example, click on Chamfer Command, enter polyline, enter distance. For example, I'm going to type 5 units, specify second chamfer distance. I'm going to type also 5 units. I'm going to select this polyline. Angle option. Click on Chamfer Command, enter angle from the command line, specify chamfer length on the first line. I'm going to type 10 units, specify chamfer angle from the first line. I'm going to type 45 degrees. I'm going to select this line and this line. We created chamfer angle and chamfer distance. Another example, click on Chamfer Command, enter angle from the command line, specify chamfer length on the first line. For example, I'm going to type 7 units. Specify chamfer angle from the first line. I'm going to type 60 units. Now I'm going to select this line and this line. Chamfer trim mode. Click on Chamfer Command and enter trim from the command line. Enter trim mode option, trim, no trim. In this case, I'm going to enter trim. Enter distance, for example 15 units, specify second chamfer distance 15 units. I'm going to select this line and this line. Another example, click on Chamfer Command, enter trim from the command line. In this case, I'm going to enter no trim. Distance, for example 14 or 15 units. Specify second chamfer distance 15 units. I'm going to select this line and this line. Another example, click on Chamfer Command, enter trim. I'm going to enter trim. In this case, distance, for example, 12 units. Specify second chamfer distance 12 units. I'm going to select this line and this line. Another example, click on Chamfer Command, enter trim. In this case, I'm going to select no trim. Distance, for example, 20 units. Specify second chamfer distance 24 units. I'm going to select this line and this line. Multiple chamfer. Click on Chamfer Command. I'm going to enter multiple options from the command line. Enter distance, for example, 10 units. Specify second chamfer distance, for example, 10 units. I'm going to select this line and this line, this line and this line. This line and this line. We are done. The Blend Curves command. A blend tool creates a tangent or spline between the ends of two open curves. For example, click on the Blend Curves. I'm going to select this open curve near the end where the spline should start, and I'm going to select this open curve near the end where the spline should end. We created blend curve. Another example, click on Blend Curves, enter continuity. We want to create spline objects with options tangent or smooth between two curves. In this case, I'm going to enter tangent. Select this curve and select this curve. We create blend curve. Another example, click on Blend Curve, enter continuity and enter smooth. Select this open curve and select this line. We created blend curve. Another example, click on Blend Curve, select this line and select this line. We create blend curve. You can also specify stretch point. We are done.